Selamat datang semua. Tachahau. Waalaikum. Nama saya Rajiv. Nama saya umur 32 tahun. Saya calon DAP untuk Tulsi Dun, Bukit Gasing. Is it okay if I speak in English? Yeah! Alright. I am ready to serve you. And here I am, after 5 years of serving under Pakatan Rakyat in MPSJ, in Subang Jaya. We are ready to do more good, and we are here to improve the services to the public. I want to introduce myself to you first of all. I'm 32 years old. I was born in University Hospital on the edge of Bukit Gasing. My mother grew up here, Asunta School. My mother's family stay in SS1. Our hometown is Petaling Jaya. I stayed here most of my life except for 6 years when my father was transferred to Ipoh. From 10 years old to 15 years old, I stayed in Ipoh, then I came back and I stayed in Subang Jaya. But Petaling Jaya has always been my hometown. My mother came from here. This is where we grew up. This is where I'm familiar with the place. Maybe not 100%, I'm still learning. I will learn, I will work hard to learn, but I am familiar with this place, and we will work together to continue to improve things here. I studied engineering. I am an electrical engineer. I studied in local university. And upon graduation, I worked as an engineer for about 5 to 6 years. And then in 2008, when YB Hanayo ran for the state seat of Subang Jaya, I stepped up to help her because I believe we needed change in Malaysia. We walked about in the markets in the morning, at night in the Pasar Malam, ceramas. We talked to people, and the people of Selangor, including the people of Old Town, voted for change, and you can be proud of yourself for being part of bringing change to Selangor in 2008. I have been interested in politics ever since I entered university. Last time, when I entered university, I started to read the newspaper. I started to learn about government policy, and I started to see all the rubbish that was coming out of Pak Las administration. And before that, you know lah, Mahathir's administration, a lot of stories one lah. It opened my eyes to the fact that how come Malaysia has fallen behind so far from the rest of the world? South Korea, Taiwan, last time on par with Malaysia, now have shot up so far ahead. How come Singapore, once upon a time, same currency value as Malaysia, now shoot up so far ahead? We are so far behind. We have so much potential in Malaysia. We can do so much better, but the government under Barisan Nasional has not been doing the right thing. Why? Because there's only two ways you can become government. You can become government to serve the people, or you can become government to make yourself rich. And Barisan Nasional is a government where they want to become government to make themselves rich, and that is why their policy is not made to serve the people to the best. But we must change that. We have done that in Selangor in 2008, and now we need to do that in Putrajaya for this year. Since 2008, we have made changes. We have improved transparency. We have implemented better systems for open tender that have saved MPSJ, MPPJ and the Selangor State Government about 20% of procurement money. A contract for 100 million ringgit can be done for 80 million ringgit without any under-table money to any officer or any adun or any MP or any Menteri Besar. That saving is the Rakyat's money saving, and we are proud of it, and we know that we can do this in Putrajaya, and with that we can give better services, better quality of life for all Malaysians. One of the things I want to tell you, residents of Old Town, is that when I become your adun, I promise that I will employ an assistant immediately that can speak Mandarin or Cantonese to help me serve your people, to help me serve the people of Bukit Gasing better. Do you like that? I will be around. We will turun padang, we will look at the problems, and we will follow up on any of all the problems that happen from time to time. And I don't say this easily. For 4 years, I was an MPSJ councillor until 3 days ago. 3 days ago, I resigned and take the nomination to become for Bukit Gasing. But for the 4 years, since 2009, I was an MPSJ councillor. We worked hard to resolve problems in USJ and Subang Jaya. We looked into traffic problems. In USJ, we adjust the traffic light timings so that the traffic coming out from USJ to Federal Highway in the morning can improve. From half an hour it takes you to come up to 15 minutes or 20 minutes. You save time for the people because we make things more efficient there. We got no money to build flyover. It's okay. Federal government don't want to support Selangor citizens. Never mind. We will still work hard. We will still find a way. In the last 5 years under Pakatan Rakyat, public land, open space, your recreation, we have preserved. We have not given any bit of public open space, your recreation land, to any developer to build any condominium, any shopping mall. We have saved it all. We have saved all this land because our recreation space, our green space is precious to us. And we intend to continue to do this. We intend to continue to do this. In fact, there should have been more open space from 30 years ago. Why did Barisan Nasional give it all away? Why did Barisan Nasional give all the land to private developers that we have very little parks left? Kita ada sikit saja tempat hijau yang kita boleh berekreasi hari ini. Di mana semua tanah ini pergi? Kenapa 20 tahun dulu, 10 tahun dulu, 30 tahun dulu Barisan Nasional bagi semua?
Jawab masuk poket lah.
Ini ada jawapan baik. Tetapi di dalam 5 tahun yang lepas, Pakatan Rakyat di Petaling Jaya, di Subang Jaya tidak memberi tanah-tanah ini kepada mana-mana pemaju. Tak kisah berapa banyak dia mau bayar, tak kisah berapa banyak dia mau kasih parti ke, kempen ke, tak kasih pun. Dan kita akan
tengok ni Pakatan Rakyat, betul punya, jujur punya, tak ada belak, tak ada pusing punya.
In fact, I want to tell you one last story. In 2011, there was a piece of land in USJ. It's the last piece of land that was supposed to be developed between a private developer and MPSJ. Contract signed before 2008 under Barisan Nasional to develop that land. Unfortunately, this company KO. So the land, they potong the pokok, but they never jalan the development. Then when the company KO, MPSJ, the land become empty and vacant. A lot of other companies submit, we want to build shop lot. Shop lot, a lot of money. Subang Jaya shop lot, very expensive, correct or not? Yes. Other people say want to build hotel. The hotel in Subang Jaya also very good money. But that was my area as councillor for USJ. And I said, together with the residents of USJ, that this piece of land, 7 acres plus, is a big piece of land. This piece of land, let us not give it back to any developer. Now that the developer KO, the land become back government land, don't give to developer anymore. Do you know what we have done there? We make it Subang Jaya's first urban forest. And on 11 November 2011, very special day, 11/11/11, we planted the community, for school children, for adults, all come together and planted 1,111 trees. in that piece of land to start our first urban forest of reclaiming land. Where we can help it, we do it. And this is my commitment to you, that we need to, as government, protect our open spaces. We need to protect our green area.
Will you save Bukit Kasai?
We will definitely have to protect all open spaces, not just 1 or 2 open spaces, but all public open spaces. So help, vote us in, support Pakatan Rakyat, support Keadilan, support Rocket and DAP in this election so we can continue to serve you in this way.